Thank you.
I just wanted to introduce myself.
Nice to meet you. Yes.
Were you ready?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Okay, what was it like having the fans back, being able to practice in front of the fans today?
Amazing. I think anytime you get back into Barclays and just get in front of the fans that have been with us for the last couple years, it's exciting. And obviously we know there's a big buzz around the city, and obviously with what we did last year and the energy that the fans brought us, it's always fun to get back in front of them and kind of just speak candidly. I think it just kind of brings a bigger connection between us and them on how much they mean to us, and us being able to kind of express that goes a long way.
Reflecting on the off-season, you had a great moment when you battled with Steph Curry during All-Star Weekend. Reflecting on that, what did that mean to you personally, and what eyes did it bring to you in the W by you being on that platform?
Yeah, obviously anytime that an opportunity like that comes around, it doesn't kind of pass me by without just feeling appreciation for the fact that I'm able to go out there and do something like that. And obviously I think for him to even be able to want to go out and compete, I think is just a high honor for myself, because I don't think he would go out there and do that with anyone. And so I think, looking back, obviously understanding just the significance and importance of what it meant to go out there and do that, the equality that it brought to our sport, what it means for a lot of the young girls and boys that were able to watch and understand what it is that we went out there and accomplished. And obviously I think there was so many reasons why we couldn't do it and why we shouldn't have done it, and I think we kind of just put all that stuff aside and just went out and did what we believed in our heart was the best thing to do, which is continue to push the sport forward. And we went out there and we did that, and obviously for me personally to be able to do it against my mentor and someone I've looked up to since I was a little kid is like a pinch me moment. And hopefully we'll continue to be able to have opportunities to do that.
So I was asking all of his players what teammate of yours would be the best WNBA owner. Some people said you. Curious on your thoughts on ownership, maybe one day in your career. Would you ever do it? And also, who do you think on the team would be the best owner of a WNBA team?
Yeah, I mean, for some of my teammates to say me is funny. I think it'd definitely be something I'm interested in. Obviously, just wanting to push the game forward and understanding what that takes on an ownership level. Obviously, being able to be a part of this team and being able to be drafted here, a little biased, but I think we have the best ownership group, and I think you're able to see why. And the fan experience, the product on the court, how we're treated is just top tier here. So obviously I think I've been able to learn from the best, and I think ultimately, down the line, if that's something I get into, I have great resources here to kind of clean that off. A teammate that I think would be a great owner, honestly, I think anyone that wants to get into it here, a part of my team, I think would be amazing. I think everyone's such a great individual, smart, understands the bigger goal of what it takes to be an owner and why you want to be one. So
obviously expansion is a big topic around the league circle. So what's one city you would like to see the league expanded to next?
Obviously I'm excited with the Bay Area team, being from the Bay Area, so I would say that one was one that I was super excited about, just to be able to go back and play at home. At least 2 games would be a home game for me, just being able to go back to where I was kind of born and raised. And any other city, I'm hoping Portland will be able to get one. I'm here in Miami, Toronto, and so I think the more we can expand and the more communities we can go into, I think the better. And obviously the product's going to get better on the court with more opportunities for women to be able to compete in the WNBA.
Thank you.
Sabrina, how was it like seeing the reaction to your shoes? It literally became one of the more anticipated and beloved sneakers on the court that a lot of players was rocking. How did you feel about it?
Yeah, obviously, just like an honor, to be honest. I think every time I see it, every time I'm watching games, I see young girls and young boys in my shoe. It's just it just kind of brings me back to the reason why I was so excited to be able to have one, and understanding that it's gonna create this opportunity for so many young kids to dream and to be able to believe that they can also have a shoe one day because they see that I am. And hopefully can continue to push that narrative and understanding that this shoe is unisex. And I think you're able to see how many NBA players, college players, are in it because they believe that it's a good basketball shoe, not really because a woman created it or whatever kind of that goes. And so I've been really excited to see how that's come to life because it's something that is near and dear to my heart, and I'm able to see it now, and it's always just such an honor.
What's been like one of your most memorable moments from this week at camp and just seeing
For me, I think it's just being able to see my improvement in real time. I've put in a lot of work this offseason on improving my game on both sides of the floor, from the three-point line, from the mid-range, around the rim. And, I think you could always think you're improving when you're in the offseason, but when you finally get into camp and you're able to see it kind of firsthand, it just is a nod to me for all the hard work that I put in this offseason. And obviously the real test is going to be throughout the year, but I think right now it's just kind of just being in the moment and appreciating all the hard work that I put in to get to where I'm at now, and being able to see that improvement is huge. With the fans, it's always just so fun. It's kind of that exciting time where you're finally able to play in front of someone, and it just brings so much excitement for us to get back out here. I think today just kind of showed, it kind of just made me remember what it was like to play in the finals here in front of a sellout crowd and to play in front of the best fans all year long. And so I'm just kind of anticipating our first home game and the rest of the season to just be able to hear and feel that energy again.
You're at the point of your career right now, the rookies are saying you're their favorite player. So who's a rookie that you're really looking forward to seeing how their career evolves or playing against?
To be honest, that's kind of funny because I feel like I'm still early on in my career. But it's been amazing to just see just a lot of these young kids now enter the league that I've still played against some of them, so I won't say that I'm the veteran. I've still gone up against some of them in college. I think a couple more years, then I'll feel old. But yeah, I'm just excited for this entire class. I think to be able to see how much buzz and how much excitement they've brought from college now into the WNBA, it's just continuing to grow our game forward, and every individual that wins, it's a win for us collectively. And so I'm always cheering on every single rookie. I've reached out to a lot of them, and just knowing that obviously on the court we're competing against each other, but I always want to be there for each and every one of them for whatever they need at this pro level.
Do you think with the improved maybe chemistry, since you've been a year in the system altogether, and with the bench people you brought in, on paper you've made up the 2 wins that you need to win a championship? I mean, how do you view where you guys are at?
I mean, to be honest, it's night and day to come out here in training camp with our starting 5. We have picked up where we left off, and I would say that's kind of scary. I mean, I think what we were able to do in such a short amount of time together is impressive, and I think now being able to start camp and pick up right where we left off, and it's the way we're able to move the ball, find each other, understanding positioning on the floor, strengths, weaknesses, and how we can continue to play with one another. You're going to be able to see it from the start of season, not late. And I think last year it kind of just clicked late and a little too late for us. And so we're excited, obviously, our 5, but also the bench. I think our strength is in our bench, and how they could all be starters somewhere in the league, and they decided to be a part of this team and wanting to help us, and that's a role that we really needed to fill this offseason. And Jonathan went out and did just that.